Don't look complacent, wearing those rags, you ain't adjacent. Lucky I'm flying, you look basic. Look in her eyes and I feel like taking it for the win. Her dad be evil, no twin. Skin perp like the Sprite sipping. He opened his gap and you wouldn't believe but the sound of an angel when he's spitting. Even though he looked like a demon, all my blue nuts is a battle for the taking. Of this girl, I just wanna hold her hand. Look at our DMs and it's like Candyland. Yo, I really can't bust when her evil ass dad trying to make my ass be grass. So I got one shot, learn to spit real hot, and I might just go like this. I don't mean no disrespect, but there's something about her I can't let go. Baby, you know that I love you, even though my balls are blue. I want to spend my life with her, even if her dad is evil or some shit. Now spit it like this. We getting freaky on a Friday night, yeah. I just want to hold her tight, yeah. Her hair, her eyes, her thighs, yeah. If I die, it'll all be worth it. Just to get a chance to show she's worth it. I just want to hold her tight, yeah. Her hair, her eyes, her thighs, yeah. If I die, it'll all be worth it. Just to get a chance to show she's worth it. Rip it. Twist.
All right. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Turtle. How are you guys doing? Thanks for popping in. Beat everything on medium and some on hard. I can't do anything on anything but hard now, because I used to grind out this game. Whoa. Anything? What is it like? I think I can do Christmas. Anything past Christmas, I have to just go on normal. I stopped grinding this game out at that point. But I remember actually I sucked so bad when I was first playing this, because I used to play this on the old Itch.io demo. The old Itch.io demo, and the only songs were the one before this and this song here. And they weren't like how they were on Newgrounds, on what's available now. And I couldn't even play this on normal. I was just, oh, it was so bad. It took me like, I think, a few days to actually be able to play these on normal. I have no sense of rhythm at all. This game's on Roblox? Well, Roblox is cracked. There's so much stuff on Roblox, so, yeah, I was one of those people who knew the songs out their heads. Like, even without the, like the beatboxing tracks and all that, I can still hear it. Alright, let me pop it into the... Put the game on. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Alright. It's been a long time since I've actually played this game. I hope the audio's fine. So, alright. Oh, actually, let me... Okay. Lower it a little bit, like... I hope, like, that's fine. I hope I'm not drowning it out, and I hope I'm not drowning the game out, because this audio is actually pretty fire. The songs are pretty fire. What? Their eyes... What the hell? What in the hell? With their eyes closed? Yeah, no, Yeah. There's no way I could do that. No way. No, with my eyes closed, no. But, oh, shit. Yeah, okay, yeah. I realized I was still in studio mode. I normally don't use it because of that, but... Alright. And hey, Shiroi, yeah, just started up. How you doing? I haven't gotten a chance to be bad yet. I really hope I don't mess this up. I can't do these normally, so I have to... I use A and S for my left and down, and up and right. So I have to use two hands for this. If I try to do it one-handed, I get too confused. Dang, it's been like 2 years since I've actually played this game. Oh no, you're good. Don't worry about it. Like I say, always get your sleep. The sleep is... Oh, wrong button. It's always the most important thing. Yeah, Turtle, you're always here early, yeah. If I remember right, there's something else right after this. It's the stupid thingy that I don't know if I can... Okay. Okay, I missed one or two right there. This one... Doesn't it... Should I just skip forward? It took away all my weak scores and everything, but I promise... I used to grind this game out. I have all the medals. By all, I mean, like, only 3. It's gonna take all my brain power. I have a really terrible memory, so this sucks even more. Oh, that's right, he doesn't hold the notes if you hold it. The game's on mobile? Oh yeah, that's right. It's on the App Store. Okay, yeah. It's not officially on the App Store, but the game's open source, so you could upload it on there. How do you play it on mobile, though? Is it just like you touch certain parts of the screen, or...? That sounds a lot more annoying if it's only like touching certain parts of the screen.
3, 2, 1,
Oh, I remember this. Okay. Okay, now I can hold it down. In 4 parts? Ugh. Yeah, there's no way I can do this on mobile. It'd be so tiny. No, I have to use 2 hands on a keyboard. No way you're making it smaller on a phone. Listen, I have no rhythm. I can't. There's a reason I'm only doing the Newgrounds version right now. Because I've seen the mods people do for this game. No, they're insane. Took me forever to get used to MILF. There's no way. I missed one technically. Oh, it's Dad Battle next. Okay. The Roblox is cracked. I hate the repeating patterns. I always do one over. Oh, you can go against. Oh, that's baller actually. If it's real-time battles, that's sick. Oh, did it way too early and that messed me up. Oh, it's together, okay. Two v two? That's way too much. Wait, it's not working? There we go, okay. For some reason that wasn't working until now. Chat. Push it up a little. There we go. It's week 1, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is the bane of my life, even after all that grinding that I did. 8 arrows? What the hell? Yeah, hell no, I ain't playing with no 8 arrows. Yeah, no. People are cracked if they're playing 8 arrows. Hell no. People are cracked when it comes to rhythm games. Like Osu players, and what is it? Project Diva players? Is this normal or? Oh, I always hated doing this one. I don't get how to play Osu either. Ethan. Like, the fact that there's a flashlight mode in Osu is insane. And you have to memorize where exactly on the map everything is. Like, no. Okay, I'm eating it now. Oh, free number, okay. Okay, Friday. I don't want to feel bad about sucking at this game even more. Or just any rhythm game even. Okay, that wasn't even on the map. Okay, I couldn't see those red. I genuinely hate this map. Specifically this song coming up now. I always hate this one. I honestly don't even know touchscreen. I just know everyone uses like an art tablet. Like they all have like Wacoms and everything. Which I would expect would make it even harder, but I guess it's easier. I hate these. I can't see the left, or yeah, the left one sometimes. So it's, this is a lot easier than I remember. I don't know if I just... Okay, yeah, remember this being a lot harder, alright. This ain't that bad. I've grown stronger. It's... we'll see, we'll see. There's one song that's a lot harder than the rest. I remember that being like the biggest hurdle. Oh, they actually put him in as the actual... Alright. He's finally in as an actual boss now? Alright. There was a button before where you could like switch out characters. Like even on different songs and all that. You can even switch the placement of the boyfriend, but I don't remember what it was. Or how to do it anymore. Those together or? Okay, yeah, they're together. Okay. There we go. Hey, Chanian! Ah! Oh. Ah! Oh, you love the thank you! Right after I realized I wanted to play Friday Night Funkin', I just started making it. Because I was like, alright, I'm gonna be... I have to draw myself as boyfriend or something. I don't like how the Lucine in the background turned out, though. I am not an artist, so like, I can only try my best. But just kind of stuck her in the background. Keep forgetting those are together. Aw. Okay, that's that week done, baller. This, oh, I love this one. I still think it's pretty weird that they included old Newgrounds characters like Pico and Tankman. It's so insane that all the lore that people made up for this game. Okay, but this music is an actual banger. No matter what anyone says. Kawaii Sprite is crack. Is that? muscle memory's kicking in for other songs. Yeah, Tango. I think that's... Oh, that's Corey! That's, Spaz Kid in 3D in the background. I just realized that. Okay. I know there was some laughing in the background. I don't know if you guys could hear it. The audio's too low. But there's some laughing in the background, and that's, Spaz Kid in 3D, the animator for this friend. Harness your inner Osu skills. No! You just missed me talking about how afraid I am of Osu players. I have no sense of rhythm, so, Let's reach the zone. Oh, the gamer zone? Oh, dang it, I always had too many. Oh, I couldn't even see those purples. Oh, God. It sucks because I can't go back onto normal, but I can't perfect hard either. Okay, one more song in this to go. I'm actually kind of cruising through these. Still lose? Cause we're that much better than them.
3, 2, 1, go!
We're baller chads. We're just that much better. We're rap gods. Okay, added too many there. That was just one. The next level is gonna be... If I remember who's next, there's gonna be one song at the end of that level that's really gonna test how much... Which I remember... I didn't know those were double. Missed those. I'm pretty sure I used to do better than these. Oh, it's a gun. The character Pico is from a very M-rated game. Let's just say that. It's a very old Newgrounds game. Hey, Phoebe. Phoebe, what's up? Alright, okay, Phoebe. Okay, stay. If you're gonna be in my lap, please, please fold yourself. There we go. That's, I think, better. Alright, now you're just grabbing wires. Alright, cool. Okay, no, alright. Okay, but like, Phoebe? Yeah, this is one of my cats, Phoebe. Phoebe. Spoiled. Come on. Be a good girl. Yeah, I I have a lot of cats. Ah! Phoebe! Okay. I don't know how this is gonna go, but... Cat lap... doesn't... Alright. Phoebe. Come on.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yes, I love you too, Phoebe. Oh god. I have, what, 8 cats? Yeah, 8 cats. I have to remember specifically. And I also have 2 dogs. And they're not exactly small dogs either. They're like big Labradors and German Shepherd. One... Okay. I say she's a Labrador, but she was the runt of her litter. Oh god, that's bad. So she's like really tiny. But we also have a puppy... A puppy Labrador. Or puppy German Shepherd. But she's huge. Okay, I'm messing up really bad. Oh, you have 3 dogs? Ooh, that's cute. Are they all from the same family, or are they from, like, different litters? Oh god, I am eating it at this one. Oh, they're from different litters? Oh, I'm an animal boy. I have, I used to have bad pet allergies, like, really bad.
3, 2, 1, go!
I still kind of have it, but, I love animals too much. Okay, Phoebe, don't rub on the mic, please. Phoebe, okay, Phoebe. Come on, Phoebe. Aw, that's cute. Ah. Yeah, most of my cats are actually, like, I want to say rescue animals, rescue pets, but it's not like we went to a shelter or anything. They just kind of... We found them outside as while they were strays and while they were babies. And we just kind of nurtured them because, like, we already knew how to raise pets. To the point where if we were to count how many animals I've actually... Like, my family's taken care of, it'd be more than, like, 8. Like, the only pet that we've actually technically bought, like adoption-wise or whatever, was the first cat that we have, like not the oldest, but like one of the oldest. I missed like 90% of those. Her name is Charlotte, and my brother bought her outside of, like, my older brother, Big Bro Kiri, bought her outside of a Walmart parking lot for his girlfriend. But his girlfriend already had too many cats, so we just ended up keeping her. And I had really bad pet allergies back then. Oh god. Okay, hold on. I need to redo this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
I know I can do this perfect. This is the song I was talking about. It's the bass. I want to do this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
I know I can do the opening better than that. Dang it, it's always that last part. Ah! Kitty, aww. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, cats will sometimes disappear. Sometimes, I don't want to say that, no. Cats are way too curious for their own good, so... That's actually happened to one of our older cats. Like, back way before the bunch of cats that we have now. I was like 5? 4 or 5, somewhere around there. And we had this kitten. We thought it was a girl. And so his name was Kitty. And it was only when he actually got older that they found out that he was a boy. Oh, God, I suck there. But he just disappeared, but it was like... I think like a year or 2 later that my older brother found him in a different neighborhood. And he was just like living with a whole different family. I guess he just like disappeared and just left us or something, I don't know. I'm just happy he went well. I don't want to be downer stories, but yeah. I think... That's pretty much like the only instance of a runaway cat story. But... Okay, I'm usually better at that song. What's my score? 65,000? There's no way that's my... Yeah, 79. I did... Okay, that's actually pretty cracked. Yeah, it's a happy ending. What was I thinking of? I should also mention, that I also used to have horses as well. Back when I was a lot younger, I used to have, my family used to have horses. Not a lot. We would have 2 at a time. So, like, I've grown around animals, like, my entire life. Ah, my leg, baby, ah. Okay, oh, I got them mixed up, The animal take protected. Actually, you know the anime trope of the protagonist or whatever actually finding like a lost kitten or puppy in like a box on their way to school or back from school? Something like that's actually happened to me. Not even try on that last one. I'm gonna need my brain power to explain this because so on my way to school a long time ago, I actually found a kid. I heard a kitten crying in like some bushes. I had to walk to school because I don't know, I was late for school anyways. So I just heard something crying from the bushes and I was like, is that a kitten? Where is the kitten? So I searched through the bushes, and it's like this tiny little baby. It barely has its eyes open. And you can tell that it still really needs its mom, because it's like it's like a straight baby, but it's not like a just popped out last week baby. So it definitely needed its mom, so I picked him out, because there's no mom anywhere. By the way, you probably shouldn't do that, because, moms will usually like hide their kittens. Like they'll take them somewhere and hide them. So the mom probably bad thing. I didn't want to take the chance especially because I was younger. But I took them and I just held them on the way to school. Because a part of me was like, okay, I can go back home now. But if I go back home now, my mom's going to be really mad because I'm already late for school. That was my thought process. So I was like, alright, I'll just take this baby to school. See if, like, the school will kick me out because of it. Or maybe they can help me. So I take it to school. Right as I'm outside, like, the school gate or whatever. The little baby just pees on my hoodie. Can't remember if I was having a hoodie or a shirt, but it pees on my clothes. And I'm like, okay, I feel something wet. Alright, you're peeing? Okay, let me put you down for like a minute or two so you can pee. Little side story, got peed on. Took it back into class, or not into class, took it to the principal's office and everything. And I was like, hey, so, I just found this kitten on my way to school. What should I do? And so I stayed in the office for like an hour or two. We got arrangements that one of the office workers at the school has their own cat that's actually able to take care of it. So they were like, okay, yeah, I can take this for you and you can just go to class. Don't worry about it. And so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what happened. One of the school workers just took the baby. I think I checked in on it like a couple months later and apparently she was doing well. But that was all I heard after that. Like, she got older. I didn't get to see any pictures because, no, she's not. I don't think the school worker's just gonna be like, hey, little kid, you want to see pictures of this cat? Yeah. Yeah, later on, a few years later, I told my mom that story, and she was just like... And she just looked at me like, why didn't you just take the baby home? I wouldn't have been mad with you. Because we had Charlotte already, the cat that I mentioned. And she was actually having her own litter of kittens at that time, so she would have taken the baby as well. It was actually like almost the perfect age for hers too, but I was like, no. But yeah. Also, hey Sam, sorry I got caught up in the story. I hope it's doing well still. I don't remember if it was a he or a she. I think it was. Can't remember. A place in kitty heaven. Real talk, I better. Oh my god, I didn't mean to press that. I better have a place in kitty heaven. Like, if we're being fair. You don't have any idea how many cats I've saved. Not tooting my own horn, but like, it should be apparent by now, I hope. By Kitty Jesus or whatever. Because like I mentioned, I've done a lot more stuff for cats, like more than just 8 and all that. How do I pause? How do I pause? Okay. But oh, what's I gonna say? Kitty Jesus. Yeah, Kitty Jesus. That's pet heaven. What other kitty story was I gonna tell? Hey Phoebe. Yeah, okay, Phoebe. Speaking of, you know what? Let me tell you a story about Phoebe. So I was actually out of town, out of state, when my older sister found when big sister Kiri found Phoebe. It was a story when she was just a little baby. She found her and I was out of state. I came home, they introduced me to her, I had her in my room. And our first meeting, our first night, I wasn't even home for like an hour. And she pooped on my sheets. And I had white sheets. And she just pooped all over them. Our first meeting, our first hour of contact. She just pooped all over my stuff. Yeah, if you remember that, Phoebe. Yeah, you better dig your face in it. It was just really funny. I actually, because of that, I kicked her out of my room for a whole month until she actually got older. She was not allowed in my room because I was like, alright, I don't trust you. You're not allowed near my stuff. I don't trust your little baby bowels. No, no more. But when she got older, like after that month, she would literally pop in like on, I was gonna say on a daily basis, but it was more like an hourly basis. Oh, Phoebe. She's so tiny too. I think it's what? It's been like what, 2 years now? And she's still like little baby size. She's a little girl. Aw. Oh, Phoebe. Yeah, he's like big butt buddies with my other cat, Simon. Now, Simon is actually like my... You can't say you have favorites, but Simon is my baby. I'll say that. As much as I love Phoebe, Simon was here, has been here for like... What, 6 years now? Almost 6 years? And he's still my little baby. Remember, his name is Simon because the same story, the same thing as Phoebe, found outside, but it was like right outside our house. Like we actually caught him in our backyard. Because he was like a baby, but he was old enough to like run around. Like, sadly his mom wasn't in the picture because my sister apparently saw some guy on our street dumping cats out, a mom and a baby, and a few days later we ended up finding Simon. No mama cat, we never found her, so we really hope something didn't happen to her, but yeah, we never saw her. And he was too young to be left alone. I remember I stayed home from school for like the next few days, and he wasn't scared actually. He was kind of meek, but if you turned your back on him, you'd find out that he was like slowly creeping up on you. Like I'd walk like 2 feet away, and I just turn around, and suddenly he's like right by my foot, and I'm like, all right. But the moment I turn around, he just starts running back away. It took like a few hours for him to actually get comfortable with me. But yeah, yeah, I don't get how people can do that. It sucks. Just take him to shelters if anything. I hate that. I genuinely hate that stuff. But yeah, so he's been my baby, and the reason he's named Simon is because at the time we got him, I was playing Castlevania for the first time. And that, if you haven't played Castlevania, that game's really, really hard. That game's stupid hard, and it was a giant pain in my butt. And who was also a giant pain in my butt at the time? Simon. Because once he got comfortable, he was running around everywhere. He was a big scamp. Running around, going all over the place. So it's just like, alright, you're being a little pain in the butt. You're my pain in the butt, Simon. But, the biggest thing that made me, like, that brought us so much closer together, it's a very sad story. It's a very sad story. But one day I came back from school. He was a couple months old by this point. I came back from school, and I found him behind my TV. Like, behind my counter and TV, and he was kind of lifeless. And I was like, oh, hey, you're just passed out. Hey, Simon, what's up? I'm home from school. So I pulled him out. And as I'm pulling him out, I'm like, oh, you're in a deep sleep, aren't you? But then, like, once I realized just how lifeless he was. I was like, huh? Simon? Simon? He was breathing, but, like, it was very ragged and very strained. So I had to call my older sister, big sister Kiri, called my mom, and I was like, hey, so Simon's not breathing, I just found him behind my TV, what's going on, and I was just panicking, I was so scared, I was like, what's going on, we took him to the vet, like, within that hour, and, apparently, the vet, they took him into the emergency room and all that. Apparently, he was electrocuted. He bit into my TV cord, and he got himself electrocuted. And yeah, after that, ever since then, I've been so paranoid of anything happening to him. Like the tip of his nose actually, like the tip of his little nose got burnt off. And for like the first month or so, it was just raw pink because it just, he got electrocuted. It just burnt straight off. But now it's all better. It's covered in like the fur. You don't even notice it unless you look at him real close. He's not like, I know whenever I have to point that out, it sounds like he's like deformed or it looks really bad. You genuinely just can't tell unless you get right in his face. But the time that he came back like after a few days of the emergency room and making sure that he was stable. I did not go to school. I was by his side the entire time, making sure his breathing was fine, making sure he had water. Obviously, he was just kind of stuck sleeping, moderately moving around once he got control of his limbs and all that. And if, like, after a few days, I had to go back to school. He was doing a little bit better. He'd still just be passing out. But, yeah, the moment I came back from school, I just run into my room and just check up on him and just stay by his side, like, 24/7. He was my little baby boy, and there's no way I'm, like, moving away from him at that point. Yeah, poor Simon. Yeah, he's a poor baby. But yeah, I love him so much. The big old fluffy man now. Ever since then, we've been like just inseparable. Like, genuinely, he follows me everywhere. If he doesn't find me, he cries out. And I'm just like, over here. And yeah, I could just hear him, like, I could just hear his little footsteps running. I love him. But I'm so paranoid. If he's not used to being outside, he's not an outside cat. So if I ever find out that he's outside, I'm like, okay, it's daytime, he's fine. But the moment it starts to be sundown, I'm like, okay, he's not an outside cat. I can't leave him outside, especially at night. I don't trust that. Stuff comes out at night. So, like, I would genuinely just go looking for him. I remember the first time something like that happened. And I was coming home. And they told me that they couldn't find Simon, that someone accidentally let him outside. And I spent, like, the next few hours looking for him, only to find out that he got stuck under a collapsed fence. Like, okay, so I should explain this. When he meows, but he lets out very soft and high-pitched meows that you can't really hear unless everything's very, like, quiet. And even if he tries to meow normally, it's just like, like a very, like, soft, like, like, that's his normal meow. He has to, like, force himself out to actually let out, like, a meow meow. And even then, you can barely hear it. So, I spent a couple hours looking for him, only to find out that he was under a collapsed fence in our backyard, next to the... Not in our backyard, but in our 2 houses down backyard, but there's, like, some space between both yards' fences, and he was in between them, where, like, one of their fences had collapsed a little bit. So he was stuck under there, just, like, freaking out, crying. And so I had to, like, anime protagonist, shove myself through the little hole, pick up the fence, rip my favorite shirt, my Shiro shirt, and just had to escort him out like the bodyguard, where it's like, and I had to, like, pull him out from there. I'm lucky that it wasn't, like, nighttime, though. But, like, yeah, it took forever to find him because of his meows. But stupidly enough, I'm just gonna say this, Simon's very stupid. The next day, same thing happened. He was inside the same collapsed fence, but even deeper into the other neighbor's backyard. And scarily enough, there's a dog in that backyard that I don't think noticed Simon. Luckily enough. But, oh my god. It was so stupid, because I was like, no, he's not going to be in the same spot. He's not going to be in the same spot. He was in the same spot, just deeper in. It was so dumb. I had to lift up that stupid fence again and go even deeper. Yeah, every time anytime he gets out, I have to like double check that place specifically because I'm like, there's no way, there's no way. Yeah, he's a big dummy, but I love him. He's my little dummy. But yeah, he's had a rough life. He's had a very rough life. Beforehand, we don't know when this happened, but his tail was actually bent. Like, there's a bone in his tail that's actually kind of bent out of shape. Like, literally just bent out of place. It doesn't hurt him or anything, but you definitely have to, like, stroke his tail a little bit lighter once you get to that point. Yeah, I love my little boy. I'm so gentle with him. I love him so much. I love him. I give him little kissies. If the cats are anime girls, that'd be the perfect harem story. That if my story was anime girls, that'd just be a harem anime if I'm being honest. Cause all the girls, let's see, going in order of all the cats, there's Charlotte, Penny, Boots, Mr. Mr. is technically short for Mr. Snuffle, what is it? Mr. Fluffagus? Mr. Snufflefluff? Just anything that has Mr. to it, because that's what I would call him. I would just call him random stuff that started with Mr. And so it just got shortened down to just being Mr. Just Mr. Which is really funny. There's a bunch of really funny stories about that, actually. Mr. Then now there's Simon, Butters, Phoebe, and it is Butters and Phoebe. Oh my god. Oh, Butters, Phoebe, and Kirky. Technically, it's technically her name is pronounced Cersei, but when we found her, the Fake Rent Order chapter for Salem had came out, and a character called Kirky, the goddess Kirky, had come out. So I was like, oh, she's very soft and fluffy, golden fleece. Her name is Kirky. Ew, Kirky sounds disgusting. Alright then, how about Cersei? Same name, but it sounds prettier, doesn't it? I guess, alright, her name is Cersei. She's a different story. I love her, but she doesn't love me too much anymore. She's a big girl now. Mr. D's nuts. Alright, listen, that's a stretch. Mr. Fluffy's nuts, yeah. I think all my cats, we have a story of them. Where'd it call? What? Tony? That's cute though. Hey, he chose his own name. He chose his name. He knew he was Tony. He knew he was a Tony and he lived by that. Our oldest cat is actually my cat Butters. I mentioned him before. So he's actually a cat that technically chose my family. So a few years, we had already gotten Simon at that point. But there was a stray outside, very skinny, and he would come to our house and we would feed him. He was like a skinny old man, and we would just feed him, give him water whenever he was around. Sadly, he would get into fights with our other cats because some of our cats are territorial. Pretty much any of the babies from Charlotte, which are Penny, Mr. and Boots, they're very territorial. So like cats that get too close, they start yowling and all that. They get fighty. Other people they're fine with, but it's just the territory. Oh, and hey Draco, hope you like cats. I'm in the middle of sharing cat stories, but Yeah, Butters, we would feed him. He'd get into fights. He has like a little scar in his ear, like little trapdo, like little chipped off, because of he's an old man by that point. He was like 6 years old. But then when we started doing that, that was like springtime. Soon enough, winter came. We renovated like a little doghouse for him so we could sleep inside of, because we couldn't bring him in because cat fighting and all that. So he'd sleep in that. We padded it out with warm stuff. We gave him like a thermal, little thermal pad so it would stay warm and heat up for him. So that we stayed like that. But then, I think, like a month or two later, after that, a blizzard hit our town and we could not leave him outside because it was getting too cold. So we pretty much furnished like one of our big closets that we have. In our house we have just one random big closet. So we just kind of padded that out, renovated that to be his little kitty room, so we could stay warm whenever it got way too cold. And after that, he slowly just got assimilated to our house. It was like, all right, let's take care of him. All right, it's too cold. Let's bring this out for him. Oh, now it's getting too cold. All right, let's bring out a closet. He can stay in there. Okay, it's springtime again. He's just our cat at this point. Let's just accept that. And now he's just like a big fat old man cat that just like sleeps around everywhere, just wanting to get pet and everything. Like he's the biggest. That's all he wants. He'll just go into your lap if he sees you, just like sitting somewhere. He's a warrior cat. But yeah, he's like an old man warrior cat that just wants pets now. He's retired. He doesn't even go outside anymore. Oh, oh, Tony. You made sure you won't forget him. Make sure you won't forget him. Oh, poor little Tony. I hope Tony's doing good. He's not fond. Well, that's good, making bonds with the cat. Cats are really... Personality-wise, cats are really all over the place, so... Yeah, especially if they're more of like... the shrink awake type of cat, it's gonna take a while until they get really comfortable. So I'm glad that you're getting more comfortable with it. You're both getting more comfortable with each other. More of a dog person? That's acceptable. I just love animals in general. You missed it, but I mentioned that I have 2 dogs. And the cats and dogs actually get along stupidly well. I love dogs, but... Yeah, I love dogs. I love dogs, but they're so big. I can't just, like, pet them like cats. And I don't really like smaller dogs. I like the bigger ones, like the big floofy dogs. Like the Labradors and German Shepherds and Huskies, stuff like that. Oh, he's an old man. Aw. 2 dogs, 1 kid. Oh my god! Oh my god, 2 horses? Ooh. I mentioned that I had 3 horses. Normally, we'd have 2 at a time, but yeah. I'm the only one who had horses. Yay! Horse bros. Jeez, 5 litters? Oh my god. That poor mama. That's a... poor mama. So many puppies. I should probably go back to playing this for a second. I'm gonna try to... Just gonna pop into this so it's not a lie that I was playing Friday Night Funkin', but yeah. Oh, Chanian. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know how it is to lose a pet, trust me. I was messing that up really badly. Oh, you're fine, Chinian. After this, I'll actually tell a story. I hope it's not a bummer story. I hope I don't paint it as a bummer story, but I'll tell it right after this because I need brain power. Oh god, I lost my rhythm. Okay, I messed that up. I forgot about this. This is bad time Christmas. Pause it on there. Yeah, they're in a special place now. They're all good boys and girls. Aww. Shiroi, specifically that one, I feel that one a lot. That happened to me, what, like 2 years ago now? Oh, Draco, yeah. Hey, wow, Victor. Hope I said that right. I feel like it's... I feel like the J is pronounced is like the H. Wow, Victor... You're Jay, what's up, my man? What's up, my man? J man, JV, Jvic, Jovic. I'm really bad with accents. Hope this isn't a bad time, but okay. So I mentioned that I have a dog. Her name is Lucy. She's a Labrador, run to the litter. But we had her mom before that, actually. So we had her mom for like a few years beforehand. Her name was Shadow. No, not Shadow. Her name was Sugar. Shadow's a different dog. She wasn't a very good mom, but she was a Labrador. She had babies. She was like honestly, she was the sweetest dog. She was like the type of dog you joke around with. That's like, oh yeah, if someone tried to break into my house, the dog would just hug them. That's how much of a sweetheart she was. Yeah, I miss her so much, Sugar. But she had her first litter of puppies. And that was, I think, like October 29th or October 30th. Sometime around there. Like a little bit before Halloween. Like a day or two before Halloween, I can say that much. Which would be the 29th or 30th. But, yeah, she had her litter, and then my mom took me out to go trick-or-treating to date this. This is how old Lucy is. And then when we came back, we found out that Sugar had got out. That she had left the yard, and we spent the night looking for her, but we couldn't find her anywhere. Oh, hey, Carson. Sorry, this is a bummer story. Sorry, in the middle of a bummer story, but yeah, if we found out that she had gotten out, and she had gotten hit by a car and passed away. And so we had this big litter of puppies that we had to take care of. And it was so sad. Me and my mom specifically, my mom was so attached to her. For days we couldn't get over that. But yeah, we had to take care of like a giant litter of puppies who were only a day old. They didn't have their eyes open. We had to like take care of them to make sure that they were pooping, that they were eating, peeing, and everything like that. So me and my dad specifically, we had horses at this point, and we lived next to a ranch. We had a big yard, and they had a ranch. They had goats and everything. They also had cows. Don't know why if they had cows, but we just went for the goats instead. We would have to like milk the goats ourselves to get the milk. You might be saying, why not just get formula? I don't know either. We just did it. We're baller like that, I guess. So yeah, for months we had to make sure the puppies were pooping, peeing, rub them with a warm towel, like the mother had to stimulate them. Luckily they all survived. We had to like feed them by bottles and everything too. It was so annoying. Okay, I should mention that Charlotte actually had her own two litters. We had our own 2 litters at the same time of kittens. So we had to take care of kittens and puppies at the same time. So the house was just nonstop kitty crying and and puppy crying. It was insane. Luckily, they all lived. They all got happy. We all got them to a good home. But we kept 2 puppies from her litter. In Spanish, the boy's name was Oso, and he was big. He was a big boy. Because they were mixed with German Shepherds. And, hey, Myrta. To this. What? Sorry, I don't get it. The delay might have messed it up, but sorry. But, yeah, we kept them, but just 2 years ago, we found out that our dog Oso, Spanish for bear, he had developed cancer, and he was a big boy, I don't know how tall he was actually, but he was a big, tall boy, like German Shepherd, like big, taller, like a big German Shepherd height. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he had developed cancer, and it developed fast. Like, we have pictures of him like a week before we found out about it, and he was perfectly fine. But we found out that his health was just kind of degrading. So we took him to the vet, found out that he has it, and we don't know how long he has, but within like 3 weeks, his health was just degrading way too bad, and you could tell he was in pain. He couldn't even walk, so we did have to do we did have to put him down to take him suffering. And everyone in the family was just, it just broke everyone in the family, because we had him since he was a baby. We took care of him ourselves by hand and all that. And it's just so sad. He lived a good life, though. Lived a good life. His sister's getting up there in years, and she's having her own little health problems now, because she's just getting old. Yeah, rest in peace. A pet raccoon, though, I want a pet raccoon, though. Pet raccoons are nice. Well, okay, I just want to... Okay, I just want to top this off for the story about my dog Oso. We found out that he had cancer after we had a house fire. We had a house fire, and then that's when afterwards, like a week after that, we found out that his health was degrading. That's when we took him to the vet. By the end of August, that's when that happened. So it was just like a kick in the dick after already having a house fire. It's like, bro, give us a break. Give us a break. Is it illegal to have a pet raccoon? What? What? Is it illegal to have a pet raccoon? It might be illegal in certain parts, but what? Okay. Apparently it is. At least in my state. Okay, a lot of states apparently it's illegal. At least in the US. This is in the US. If it's a raccoon, stupid question. Europe raccoons. I don't think I've ever heard of raccoons being in Europe and all that. I'm positive they're out there. Okay, very prominent in German, at least since the 1930s. Okay, that's for wearing raccoons. Alright, cool. That's not what I was hoping for. Alright, oh, that sucks though. What kind of animal is it? They go to have only one kind of animal. But that's weird. Over raccoon calling it your country. That's. I'm just gonna say Cheney. That's sad. That's sad that there's no raccoons. It was your grandma who called it? Granny Carson! Oh god, that. Oh, press spacebar. That sucks. Oh. I want a raccoon. But I have a bunch of cats and I don't think they're gonna get it well. There are a lot of raccoons in my area. If I'm gonna toot my own horn to people who don't have raccoons in their country. In my area, I see a lot of like raccoons, rabbits, and squirrels. All those things. Because I'm very close to like a woodland area type thing. Where a lot of that stuff comes in. Oh, social animals. Ooh. I don't... Rabbits and horses? Jesus. Jeez, I don't get how that works. Low-key Shivani. Oh. Oh. That makes it so much sadder. But it was me, Carson's grandmother. Ferrets are adorable. They're so long. They're so long and tiny. Possums, in theory, possums, I think they're cute. But I just can't get over my bias of, like, of possums being, like, of thinking possums are dirty. I understand possums aren't actually dirty or anything like that. And they're actually they can be sweethearts. But I don't think I could get over my bias unless I actually get close to one, and I have not had that chance. Oh, you gotta go, Draco? Yeah. Ew, good luck. Hope you get that. Ooh, get that bread. Get that dough. Hopefully you get it. Oh my, okay. Get to stay out all night? Alright. Alright. Alright, I guess I can't nag ya after that. Alright. That's fair. That's a good double win workaround. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Again, hope it goes really well. Master plan, yeah. The loophole in the contracts. The workarounds. Oh yeah, see, okay, I saw that comment, but I forgot to comment on it. Yeah, I do know Sea of Thieves. I haven't played it though. I really want to play it though. Because it sounds really fun to just be a pirate. Captain, look out! Ah! Shut up, Chanian. Ah! You're lucky my brain power is being dulled. Oh god. My focus on brain power dulled the pain of that. Okay, keep missing those. Your turn to die? I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know for sure. It sounds familiar, but I don't know if I'm getting confused with something else. I have to look it up right after this. Oh, hey, Ricky! Welcome back. You missed some pet stories. This, a lot of them fun, some of them not so fun. But let's just say the not so funs maybe save you some heartbreak. But yeah, it's been fun so far. Gotten through a couple weeks. Friday night. Your Return to Death. Let me look that up real quick. Because that does sound familiar. Okay, yeah, I've heard of this, but I have not played it at all. I don't think I've seen anything about it. I just know the name. Is it a oh, it's a visual novel game? This has my attention now, okay. Is it like a browser game, or? I'll find some better stuff. Oh, it's an in-browser. Okay, okay. Really fun and depressing game. Yeah, I'm reading about it now. Choose who dies. All right. That's what I was thinking of, actually. Like, it sounds like a bit like Danganronpa. This sounds cool, though. I like this. As much as I love tragedy stories, but they make my heart hurt. And I think that's what I like about it a little bit more. So I'll definitely give this a try, actually. You're trying to die. I'm probably not gonna spend too much time on Friday Night Funkin'. Honestly, it's just 2 more weeks after this. I don't know how long this is, but I might give it a run. At least start it up here. Have I played Danganronpa? I watched the anime, but I haven't actually played any of the games. I know how it ends, though. I know how it ends. I will say that there is a character that is my favorite, and I feel like it'd be very obvious of who's my favorite character if you just look at my name for like 2 seconds. Oh, it's long? Ooh. Isekai? Okay, so yeah, I'm really glad there's a lot more isekai anime not coming out now. But I will say it depends on the isekais, because I feel like we're at that point where the isekais that come out are like parodies of isekai themselves. I enjoy them, but some of them, they have to be like more well written. Like, oh, what's the one? Sekirei, something like that. Sekirei go something, I don't know. There's like Seirei Gensoki. That one has such a good premise. Did I get it right? Is this the right one? Yeah, this one has such a good premise. Two souls in one body, where the reincarnated people still keep their souls and memories when they get transported to the new world where they inhabit the body of someone else. That's such a good idea. But they don't really play it. Instead, the protagonist is basically just Kirito. He even wears the outfit. I know I shouldn't be talking much, because look at what I'm wearing. But he's just Kirito. I still enjoyed it. I still watched all the episodes, but I wish they played more with the fact that there are 2 people within 2 souls within one body. They don't really play up to that at all. Except for like one thing where like the goddess of the world and all that, that technically teaches them magic, but yeah, it's not. It has gore? Oh, don't worry, I can handle my gore. I can handle my gore. Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku, I need to watch. I feel like the more I hear about it, the more I should try it. because I mentioned this before, every time it gets brought up, it just looks too horny to me. The beginning, at least, is too horny for me. It's like Grislane and all that. I might give it a try, though, because, like, I apparently it doesn't get as horny later on, but yeah. Moon Knight? I actually just finished Moon Knight, like, a week ago. Like, when the last episode aired, I decided to just catch up all at once and binge watch it. Really, really good, actually. I'm surprised. I will say that the CGI isn't too good very often, but I get... From a VFX standpoint, they're using a lot of white, and it's on a TV budget, where they're doing a lot more monstery stuff compared to what the other series were doing. So I understand that. But yeah, some of the scenes, not very good, but the more of the, like, subtle CGI stuff, it's very good, especially with the transition stuff. It's very good. Storytelling-wise, it's very good. I just feel like some of the characters later on, specifically Steven, gets very annoying later on, up until the very end, where he's fighting for the body. That was one thing that I got kind of annoyed by. At the very beginning, I love him. He's great. The animation and art overall for the anime for Mushoku Tensei is very good. It's very good. The story... I've heard some stuff about the story and how they actually get older and all that, but yeah. Yeah, okay, good thing. I will say, though, the main reason I want to watch it is because of Eris. Eris is so cute, and I love her hair. The same thing that I mentioned last stream about Blue, on how it, like, vividly points on how it stands out. I have that same thing for Red. Red and Blue on that same thing where they pop out. I love them so much. It's so good. I love that design. She's so cute. I love her. I love the tsunderes like that. Steve is great. I love Steve, but like I said, there's one scene where they're in the middle of a fight and he's like, give me the body, give me the body. And it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're in the middle of a fight, you're just gonna get your stuff rocked. Ironically, that's what happens when he does get the body back in the middle of a fight, which is really funny. Where it just trades out, and they just get bonked, and then, yeah. Oh yeah, it's, Spider... Oh, I love that anime. I think the anime actually did it a lot more justice, because it played on the humor more than anything. I know some people didn't like the Fire Emblem stories on the other side of the episodes. I liked it, though. I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, I liked it. I will say at the very end, like the last few episodes, the quality drop is very, very obvious. It's very obvious for the Fire Emblem story. You can tell that they were focusing more on Kumo. What are you sorry for, Carson? Promised Neverland? Oh, I hope you didn't see the second season. I hope you didn't see the second season. I'm just gonna say that. Just throw shade on that, but yeah, I hope you didn't see the second season. Steven Insomnia? Well, I honestly wanted to see more of how the life between Steven was living at that point. I want to see more about, like, the gaps in between, because we're just led to believe that at some point they actually split, but neither of them have memories, and I want to see how their memories kind of, like, overlap. I wanted to see more of that, because they were living like that for such a long time. The first season of Promised Neverland is so good. But then I watched the second season and I was like, oh, this is not so good. Let's just skip all the really important good stuff. In like 2 minutes at the last minute. It's like, The manga is so good. The manga, they had guns and everything else, so good. They got Overworld for their opening. You knew that was gonna be a good anime. You knew Promised Neverland was gonna be a good anime the moment you heard Overworld. I may be biased because Bleach. They play Bleach opening too, but you know. Overworld's just really good. The manga, You can tell where they separated from the manga very early on in the second season. Oh, speaking of crying, Silent Voice, yeah. I read the manga first. The Promised Neverland is very, very good. The first season, at least. You can just pretend the second season doesn't happen, unless you need something to watch. Then, at your own risk. Silent Voice, I read the manga first, and it made me want to cry so badly. It was only later on, like a few years later, that I found out that there was an anime coming out. Or that there was an anime out by that point. And I was like, I don't want to cry again. So I haven't seen the anime, but I've read the manga. I read the manga a long, long time ago, though. Like 2017, 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. It's so good, but aw. Shadow's house? I haven't heard about Shadow's house, though. Oh, this looks cute. They trashed. Okay, the animation for Promised Neverland isn't even that bad. Second season, I mean. But it's the story. I don't get it, because the manga creator actually got in and was like, "All right, I'm gonna fix the story of what I didn't like, while I make this other branch," and it just doesn't hold up. It doesn't. They didn't really do it well. Oh yeah, it's an anime movie. I just kind of generalized it as an anime. I'm still not watching it. I know it's a movie, but yeah, I'm not watching it. I don't want to cry. Like, I don't want to cry again. There's a reason, like I mentioned before, there's a reason I haven't mentioned, or I haven't watched Angel Beats again. No. Aww. Yeah, they just skipped it so much. Like, Reincarnated, like, yeah, you brought this up last time, and I really want to watch it. I didn't know it was coming out, though. I thought it was already out. That sounds like a dream. As a sword connoisseur as myself, I really love the idea of being reincarnated as a sword of all things. Yeah, because in Season 2, they separated it from very early on, like, I think the 3rd episode or something, where they find a bunker. They're supposed to find someone there, but they don't, and so everything just goes awry from there. That's how they get, like, this separate branch of everything. Where instead of getting guns and all that, they just turn into, like, little baby hobos. Poor Emma. Poor Emma. Emma deserves so much better. Hey, Phoebe, you're back. One Punch Man? Is this still being animated by what? Toei or something? Who do they switch it off to? JC Staff? Yeah, I haven't seen Season 2, but I've heard the complaints about the anime. On how the second season was because of they switched studios. Madhouse did so well. They were cracked, but yeah. I love One Punch Man, but I'm not sure about the anime. With this new studio. Konosuba Season 3. Yeah, I really want that. I really love that. Konosuba. I want Aqua. I want Aqua. Aqua's my favorite goddess. Aqua's my useless goddess. I love her so much. You're wrecking. Okay. Okay, since we're talking about anime, I guess it's time to go into the weeb world. Ah, a fair maiden has come in search of true love. Sekikuso. Yeah, the manga is so good, art-wise. The artist, if you go to his Twitter, he is insane. He has no right being that good. Psyche K, I've heard about it, but I've kind of put it off. While I was about to finish SAO, I watched the preview on Netflix, and I was like, alright, this is actually really funny. I need to watch this now. Because I thought it was just kind of like a kind of funny anime, but after watching the preview, it's an actually I think it's an actually funny anime. Serenade between gentlemen. A serenade between gentlemen shall decide where her beautiful heart shall reside. Beep boop boop. JoJo. Oh, I'm a big fan of JoJo. Wait, am I hitting these? Oh, I'm tapped out. Wait, am I hitting these? Was I hitting those notes? JoJo, I'm a big fan of JoJo. I'm not caught up on the manga, but I'm in the middle of somewhere in JoJo Leon. That's how it be. People know about JoJo, but they don't know what actually happens. Or they'll know what happens in it, they just don't know the actual story. Why am I getting blue balled? I was missing my... What's going on? Name every stand. Start platinum in the world, and that's all I need to know, because they're all the same type of stand. Same kind of stand. Why am I... What's going on? It's not reading my inputs. I'm positive I'm hitting them. We'll do this again. Jonathan might as well have been a stand. Man was beefed up. If you just finished Stardust Crusaders, ooh, you're in for a ride. What was the anime, Carson? Give me the twist endings. I love twist endings. Oh, are you approaching me? Can't kick your ass if I don't get closer. Oh, Shiroi, I'm sorry. Aranchia's a good boy. At least Fugo lives. I don't know if you know this, if you've heard about Purple Haze feedback. If you like Fugo, at least. That'll give you some closure. What's going on? My inputs! Oh! I was pressing Z and X. So I explained this earlier. I have my left hand on A and S for left and down, and my right hand on the actual button, like the actual arrow keys, up and right. And I've been pressing Z and X the entire time, and I've been wondering what happened. Okay. Okay, Jesus. Really? No, it isn't. Do you mean in Japanese dub, or... Let me see that. Jesus. Stars Align. I've heard about Stars Align. I'm not really into sports anime, though. I did give, This is tennis, so I guess this is funny. Hanebado. I watched that recently. No. Okay, I think we're talking about different archers. I think we're talking about different archers. When I see archer, the first thing I go to is just fake Grand Order archer or Fate archer. So okay. Hey Selu, yeah. Yeah, this is the original one. I'm not good enough at all. So I have to work hard. I don't want to touch mods because mods are crazy. People just like up the ante in this game when it comes to mods. It's way too high for my taste. Yeah, the last sports anime I watched was Hanebado, and that was pretty dark. Not as dark as I thought. Okay. A fair maiden has come in search of true love. A serenity between gentlemen shall decide where her beautiful heart shall reside. Beep up up. Okay, this time I can actually play this. We're in anime talk, so it's only appropriate that we're in anime world. Amy Archer. Yeah, Ricky, Amy Archer. The good boy Archer. Real talk, I do hate this level specifically because of the sprites. The sprite aesthetic really throws me off when the cursor's gonna come in. I can't tell if cursors are like supposed to be hit together or if they're supposed to be separated. Or on High School Host Club. Oh, I haven't seen that in so long. I never finished it though. I think I watched like the first 12 episodes. But oh my god. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. The senpai might as well be host, actually. His name is just Senpai. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Doo -doo, doo -doo. Okay, I was not even close there. Look at him. Oh, this is gonna be really fun. Not bad for an ugly worm. But this time, I'll rip your nuts off right after your girlfriend I can't say that with a straight face. But this time, I'll rip your nuts off right after your girlfriend finishes gargling mine. Ba pee pee pop skudu peri papa. Reverse harem? I don't think I've watched an actual reverse harem other than Oran High School Host Club. I don't like harem animes in general, if I'm being honest. Because harem animes are usually like ecchi and all that. And I am adamant against my ecchi. I think the last one I watched was Monster Musume. And Monster Musume was like borderline hentai, if we're being honest. Nisekoi? No! I only know about the poker face scene. I hate these. I hate this part. Oh, I can actually kind of do it. Okay, never mind. That was a lie. Yeah, I could feel that for Oran High School Host Club. I would say it's one of the classics, though. It's definitely one of the classics. I think it's like one of the bigger one of the bigger animes that got people into shoujo, specifically. That's not named Sailor Moon, at least. Yeah, that's what I don't like about harem anime. And the fact that all the forced horniness. But this is what happens when your harem anime protagonist doesn't get the harem. Direct contact with real humans after being trapped in here for so long. And her, of all people. I'll make her father pay for what he's done to me and all the others. I'll beat you and make you take my place. You don't mind your bodies being borrowed, right? It's only fair. My god, I'm doing very bad for such a basic note thing. I know there was one harem anime that I think Monster Musume is like the closest thing that I'll get to like saying I liked it, but that goes so much against what I like, and most of it just comes from me liking Monster Girls. My bias towards Monster Girls, at least. But I will say, if you want something that's like that looks like it's gonna be a harem anime, but it just inverts it completely and does the complete opposite, Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm not hitting these at all. Rising of the Shield Hero, instead of actually making like a harem, it's literally just everyone's his family. There's no wife, girlfriend, or anything like that. Okay, I feel that. I caught that at the corner of my eye. Yeah. I thought these were getting very... I thought these ones specifically were low. Let's see. I'm restarting. That. Okay, I want to catch up on these. Some of them are, some of the harem animes that people do are new, kind of, but I feel like a lot of them now, we're at the point for a lot of anime where they're just doing parodies of themselves. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it's generally just all that stuff. Cardcaptor Sakura? That's a after this, after Cardcaptor Sakura, if you want something that's not really shoujo-y, but you want something that's a little bit more shonen, while still in the same universe, what is it, Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles? I would highly recommend that, because that is actually a really good anime. The music is so good. It's by the people, it's Yukimura Kaijura, who, I don't know if you watched SAO or seen Fate series. It's by that same composer, and the music is so good. It's so good, I love it. I've actually never seen Love is War. I've seen clips of it on YouTube, and I really want to watch it, but yeah, I just haven't. Yeah, isekais, like I mentioned, are just like doing parodies now, where they take themselves too serious, where they don't take themselves too seriously, and they're just doing these over-the-top, stupid ideas in their world, like what? Like the pharmacy in another world, or the drugstore in another world. That's just silly and dumb, just for the sake of being silly and dumb. What else can I think of? The Overly Cautious Hero. I'm trying to remember. Even Overlord is kind of like that. Where it's just like take a really dumb concept from isekai and then just play it straight. Those, I will say, Overlord is actually well done, but yeah. My favorite isekai though is definitely Rising of the Shield Hero. That one. Okay, Konosuba and Rising of the Shield Hero. I really love Rising of the Shield Hero. I love how they depict depression and all that. It's very, it hits me a little too close to home. With all of its themes and all that. I love it so much. Also, they have, like, okay, I've never been so mad at an anime as I have been at Rising of the Shield Hero. And it's how they make it so you're supposed to be mad. And, okay, so Shiro Emiya is my favorite anime character because of his idealism and heroism. I have had those ideas for superheroes and all that. Superheroes, heroism, ideals, justice, and all that. I've had those ever since I was little, and I've never seen an anime character be stupidly into them, like Shiro Emiya, that are so close to my own. And the fact that all those things are just being flipped on their head in Rising of the Shield Hero, we're just like, oh yeah, I'm just being a hero because it's fun, because this is just a game. I don't care about the consequences. We're not going to care about the real world idea of it. It's just... They just think of it as a game. So just seeing that pisses me off so much. And having the main protagonist actually take everything so seriously with actual justice and heroism, even though it's just him being a good guy to be a good guy. It's just, oh my god, I love it so much. love it so. I love Rising of the Shield Hero so much. Sports anime? Sports anime have like stupidly good animation sometimes. I think the first one I was exposed to was The Prince of Tennis when I was younger. But yeah, I think the only real yeah, Hanebado was like the only real sports anime I've watched. And that was because the whole like psychological aspect of it. I know there's a lot of good one like Kuroko no Basket, Haikyuu and Keijo if you want to get silly with it, but yeah. Wait, look. Oh, ReZero! I completely forgot about ReZero. ReZero doesn't even feel like an isekai sometimes. You have to give some of them a break, Seilu. There are some really good ones. They are just very silly though. They are just very generic in their concept, but yeah. ReZero is, you have to admit, ReZero is really, really good. Especially the animation, especially in season 2. It's all like full 30 minutes of just anime. They just pretty much skip they pretty much just skip the opening all the time. It's so good. Captain Tsubasa. Oh, I have to give it to Captain Tsubasa. That one's been going on for so long. Or was so long, and there's so many fans for it. And what's that other soccer anime actually? What's that one soccer anime where they have like Jeanne d'Arc and everything? Inazuma 11. That one's, I haven't watched anything of it, but just hearing the characters and the plot, or like bare minimum plot, it's just like, this is for a soccer anime? What? Okay, speaking of that, the hero stuff, I think Shiro is like the best depiction of that. Because of the fact that they show you, or like the real shonen protagonist, on how destroyed your actual idealism and sense of self-worth actually has to be that into heroism, where you're just gonna chuck yourself at someone like that. And they show it like everyone's just like, Shiro, you're not like a mentally sound person. There's something off about you. And there's a scene where they just have him stare off into space. And Ren Tosaka just like has to take a step back because she's getting creeped out from how it is. I think it's like the perfect way to depict like someone like that, where they just break it down that way. This fight, yeah. I still like the Fire Emblem plot to it. I still like the plot to it. Skate the Infinity? Is that our skater anime? Tony Hawk what is it? Tony Hawk Pro Skater stream when? It's a skate anime? Oh, I need to watch this. Fun fact, I'm a skater kid actually, or used to be a skater kid. I don't have a skateboard anymore because I moved and the roads out here aren't very skater friendly. There's no real skate parks and all that. But yeah, I used to be a skater boy. Do ollies, do kickflips. I remember having to hold like the... what is it? It's not grease. Is it grease? Oh, wax! You'd have like this little chunk of wax. Where, so you could just like grind or like slab it all over any piece of metal that you could grind on. Or even like the side of sidewalks if you're that desperate to try to grind. Not very good, it's gonna destroy your trucks. But yeah. Fruity skater enemy. It looks cool though. Looks like Jinka Hagane from Beyblade. A golf anime? Jesus. And oh, you gotta go. Oh, well, have a nice day, Cheney, and or night. Yeah. Have a good day or night. But thanks for popping in. Hope you had fun with all the stories and everything. Demo P. Who does the opening? Something like this. I want to know who does the opening for this. One of these days, I'm just gonna have that as an actual stream. I think next time on a free day in Genshin, I'll definitely be doing that. Just have it on the side. Get me with these nut jokes. And I'll add it to the roll counter. We live in a world with smartphones. I feel like that's been a thing, actually. I feel like that actually has been a thing. I don't know for sure. But I'm positive. I feel like there has been like an anime where a kid gets isekai'd. I feel like that's a thing. Yo, Philin. Oh my gosh, you don't know. Bye bye, Chamian. Again, have a good day and or night or morning. I guess morning's day, technically. Oh, another good isekai, actually. Yujo Senki. That's actually a really good isekai. Old businessman reincarnated into a lolly in Magic World War II. Where it's not even focused on like the isekai itself, it's just actually just focused on the politics of that world. That's pretty good, actually. I read one where the protag gets isekai'd into a kid. Like like an isekai to reverse, like a reverse isekai too? What? Yeah, Yujo Senki is really good. I would recommend it, honestly. Myth and Roid for the opening is so good. We're gonna have a lot of fun with Tanya. Okay, you know what? Actually, can I rant about that, Seilu? I went through so much not so much, but I had to hide it in school that I was watching anime and all that. Only to find out that other classmates were hiding the fact that they liked anime. It was so stupid. Because, like, back then, like, the only anime that would be cool to watch is technically Pokemon, because you're all kids. But even then, after you hit a certain age, it's kind of like, you're still watching Pokemon? What? But some of the dudes would be like, oh, you're watching Dragon Ball? Fuck yeah, that's Dragon Ball. But yeah, I had to kind of hide my weebness in school. I don't really like how it's... Everything's just mainstream now. I remember having to hide a lot of stuff like that. Like being into Spider-Man... That's a lie. I wore being Spider-Man on my sleeve. I went to school with my Spider-Man costume underneath my normal clothes. That's how much of... And it wasn't like a slim Spider-Man thing. They had like the muscle paddings and everything. Not a fan of... it depends on the futuristic stuff. It depends on how they do the sci-fi, but... yeah. Speaking of that, piggybacking up, going into future stuff and isekai, I don't like it when they mix super tech stuff with isekai, where they're just like a natural medieval world and they're just talking about, oh yeah, I unlocked level 32. If I do this skill, it'll let me unlock this branch. It's just like, come on, dude. You can't be in a medieval world and have that kind of talk. Like, granted, Rising of the Shield Hero is very, very... That's very ingrained in Rising of the Shield Hero, I'm not gonna lie, where the demi-humans, like, age with their... Like, they age with their level, kind of. It's like, Pokemon's so good. I haven't watched it in a long time. Black and White, I don't know anything about, except up until X and Y. Up until the X and Y anime where they actually introduced coherent plot instead of it just being more episode by episode stuff where things are more long term. And that's where I got my love for Gudra. But I have been reading up on like stuff that's happening in the Sword and Shield world, Galar, and I'm very excited for what's gonna happen next. Lucario Ash finally. I'm so happy about that. Hunter x Hunter. Oh, I need to see Hunter x Hunter, but I haven't started it yet. I really want to watch Hunter x Hunter, but I just haven't yet. I know some stuff that happens, like Gon turning into a big boy and Meruem. Yeah. Yeah, Spiders does it so well because it actually shows that it does have it does affect the world negatively. It's not just something that's like, oh hey, I leveled up. It's something like the system admins are like have a religion based on them and everything. I think that's a really good way to to twist on it. How was that your first anime? I'm sorry about that. Listen, I'm always gonna pronounce the X in Hunter x Hunter. I will pronounce the X in Hunter x Hunter. I will pronounce the X in Spy X Family. I will pronounce the plus in Rosario Plus Vampire. If there's anything like that, but yeah, I'll always do that. Mirai Nikki's such a good anime. I think I haven't watched it in so long that I think my younger edginess might have leaned me towards Mirai Nikki, but I remember being very like my heart watching the ending of it. Ryuno breaks into that world. It's so sweet, actually. Demon Slayer? That was your... Okay, that's a good comeback into anime. From that, yeah. Banana Fish? I saw the first episode of Banana Fish, but I couldn't finish it. At that point, I had the attention span of like a grape. And funny enough, I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish the first episode, and then I ended up just watching Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, which I just binged. Like, I just went straight through it. Redo of Healer? I don't want to watch Redo of Healer. I don't. I know what happens in it, and that's why I don't want to watch it. I just can't stand that. I just can't stand that angst, that edginess to it. It's so edgy and so dark to be the sake of being dark. I don't want to touch it. Smile Precure? Oh, that's sweet. Oh god. For first anime, definitely gonna be a little too bloody. It's one of those middle. It's still one of those anime you should get into early, but definitely once you realize that anime is free game for everything like that. But Smile Precure is cute. I'm not too fond of like normal magical girls. Like I mentioned before, I like tragedy stories. So stuff like Madoka Magica and Magical Girl Index and and technically what's her face from Recreators, stuff like that. That's what gets my magical girl stuff running. What happens in Banana Fish? I thought it was like just a normal mafia anime. What happens in that? I thought it was gonna be something like Durarara, if you guys have seen that. Don't need to know. I do now. I'm on the wiki page. I'm reading it. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I see why. All right. I read. I just skimmed through and I saw a keyword. Yeah, I think I see why now. All right. I see why now. All right. Fair enough. These are all some solid animes. I'm like more old school when it comes to anime. So my first real anime was Bleach. Technically, Bleach. Yeah, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, and stuff like that. I don't really count Pokemon as my first anime because I didn't really watch it as anime. I was watching it as like a cartoon still because I was too young. But if we're going that way, then I was technically watching stuff like Bakugan too. Which, by the way, I do plan on playing Bakugan on stream because there's a Wii game and I haven't played that in so long. I never actually played the Wii game. I had it on the DS, which is very good. But I really want to play the Bakugan game, and I really just want the excuse to play it as just playing it on stream. Bakugan, I really want to do that. I might do that tomorrow, actually, just to kick it in the... just to nip it in the bud. Depression as anime? Alright, some people have not watched Angel Beats. I really recommend that for really sadness. Studio Ghibli is cracked on their quality. They're so good. Yeah, I don't want the spoilers. I don't want the spoilers for Banana Fish. No spoil. Angel Beats? That was the first anime that ever made me cry. It was like 3 in the morning, and the ending hit, and I was just like... I was just like crying at on my computer. I was so young. It was like I was still getting into anime at that point. It was like I was moving castle. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, normally it's just like... Normally it's just movies from like popular series. Violet Evergarden? I haven't watched that either, but I know the studio is cracked out of their mind and it looks very pretty. Hi Liliana! Hope you like anime. I guess if you're here, I hope you... Yeah, I hope you like anime. You're here. We're just sharing anime talk. Showed you crying over. Aw. I didn't know it was sad. That's a lie. I knew it was sad, but I didn't know it was like cry sad. Aw. Okay, ooh, remember that. Oh, they're connected? Okay. Have they made anything else recently? Studio Ghibli? Because the last thing I remember was that one 3D anime that people didn't really like. Because it was made by Hayao Miyazaki's son, or directed by him at least. I've actually never... that's a lie. I never finished No Game No Life. At the beginning, it just feels too much like a generic isekai. But I know later on, it gets a lot more fun with the gaming conventions and all that. So I never actually finished it. I know there's like a point where they play a card game, and I really love card games, but... yeah, I still need to finish that, but... I dropped it way too early. I think I dropped it like at the chess episode, actually. Kotaro Lives Alone? I don't have the heart to watch Kotaro Lives Alone. I don't have the heart to watch that. Especially after the mama scene. Where they're visiting the grave. I don't have the heart for it. Spider guys. Robotnik? Beelzebub and Gaku and Baby Those are two different baby anime. Those are two different types of baby anime. But Kotaro, no, I can't handle that. My heart can't handle that. Like, family stuff hits way too hard. Yeah, it's really recent. Okay. Tank Man. This one actually has cutscenes this week.
Well, what do we got here?
Oh, the FPS just dropped. Oh my god.
But what the hell? It's been a boring day. Let's see what you got.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, fuck this. That's too fast already. Oh my god, my FPS is tanking too. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart that. Yeah, that's actually why, Seilu, that's actually why I didn't really like it too much. That's what I meant by it just kind of feels like the generic anime. Isekai anime. Later on, apparently it gets a lot more fun, but yeah, like I said, I dropped it too early to tell. Spike's family is so cute, I love it. It's Anya Peanuts. Okay, so I actually grew up on Newgrounds and all that, so like characters like Pico and Tank Man and Hellbenders and all that, which are in the background, the Christmas stage and everything. I grew up with them, so I honestly really don't want Tank Man to get an anime or or a cartoon. He's just like a staple for Newgrounds specifically, where people can just like pop him into their games for fun, pop into their own little worlds. I'm very stingy when it comes to Newgrounds stuff. Okay, I need brain power here. It's fine. Anime is just literally short for animation. Okay, actually, I want to get into that. I need brain power for this one. Yeah, I don't mind it. They're not wrong. It's just the same thing, but it's just a different way to pronounce it, and it's a lot more anime. It's a lot more anime inspired and everything. But yeah, if you want to call it an anime or if you want to call it a cartoon, that's fine too. Just call it whatever you want. It's the same thing as like Ruby. With Rooster Teeth Ruby, RWBY. I would consider that like an anime and cartoon. It definitely borders on to more cartoon than Avatar does, because, you know, Nickelodeon and everything like that. But yeah, I would consider Ruby closer to an anime than Avatar, but Avatar is definitely still an anime. Regardless of what anyone says. Solo leveling? What's that actually? I've never heard about that one. Or at least I don't think I have. But Tekken, okay, I'm a fighting game player. Tekken scares the absolute crap out of me. There's so much going on in that game. I don't want to. The story I've heard is very fun, but I don't want to touch it. I own Tekken 7. I played it for like a week and I could not do basic combos at all because it's just a completely different system. There's so many buttons to remember. The fact that there's different frame data depending on which side of the stage you're standing on or you're facing. Why? Give me a break. People who play Tekken for fun, they're insane. But this is so, yeah, okay, I've heard of solo leveling. I feel like I've read the first chapter or so. I feel like I've read it on like some webtoons website. Komi Can't Communicate. I'm not caught up with the manga, but I caught up back in like October or December. So any of the new chapters that came out after that, I haven't seen it. The anime is so good though. They upped it so well. They did it so much justice. I missed that totally. You should definitely try to watch Komi at least. It's really good. It's a very sweet and funny anime. Hehe. 20 animes? Oh god, dude. Oh god. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I love Komi so much.
Pretty tight bars for a little dude who's simping over an ugly, boring little teenager that wears her mom's clothes.
Jeff, oh my god. I'm Jeff. I'm making fun of your girlfriend. I can't. I always just wait till an anime's finished and then I'll just binge it, or just catch up as much as I can and then just finish that. I can't multitask anime like that. Yeah, Komi's really good, especially the way they do. Oh, what's her name? They do romance. There's like a little romance triangle going on later on. And I really like how they do that, because it's not like most anime where it's just like, oh, he's mine. No, he's mine. It's just they respect each other in a little squabble, and whoever gets him in the end gets him. And they respect that, and they still be friends. It's cute. I love it. Oh, you didn't like... Oh, Komi's so cute and fun. It's just over-the-top fun stuff. Black Butler? I haven't heard that in a long time. I read like a good chunk of the manga, but the anime, I don't think I really watched. I know the opening is done. I think it's either the opening or the ending. It's done by the Gazette, and the Gazette's really good. The Gazette is a really good band. They're like a very grungy Japanese band. They don't make music. They generally don't make music like the opening, though. It's a lot more grungy, punky, and stuff like that. Tadano's a good boy. Don't make fun of Tadano. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's just being a good friend. He doesn't start simping until later on, when he realizes that what he's simping. The toxic for most anime, or the fandom for most anime can just be toxic. Like one way or the other, they're all gonna be toxic. Look at Dragon Ball. As a big Dragon Ball fan that can tell you like pretty much anything about Dragon Ball that's not Xenoverse or Dragon Ball Heroes, it's very, very annoying hearing everyone talk about Piccolo is Gohan's dad, Goku bad dad, and if you say otherwise, you just didn't watch Dragon Ball. It's just like, shut up. Shut up. Goku was such a good dad. It's just fun to meme on it, but Goku was such a good dad. My Hero Academia, the fandom can be really toxic. So it can be toxic towards its own series. That's what I really hate about the big My Hero Academia fandom like that. I love My Hero Academia, but the Twitter fandom and everything, they can be toxic towards other fans, people who don't like it, and then they can be toxic against their own show. So, Arknights is getting anime? What? Okay, pause. I'm definitely pausing to check that out. I really want to see an Arknights anime. Oh, it's in the works. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, it's in the works. Oh, but it's not that kind of series. Tadano's supposed to be a sweet little boy. It's just supposed to be a sweet, fun series. Tadano's definitely a pushover, though. I will agree with that, but he's a cute little man. He's a sweetheart. You should... Okay, I love My Hero Academia so much. The next season of the anime is gonna be my favorite. It's gonna be so good. I ship Deku with All Might. Ooh. Why though? Yeah, Teno was supposed to be like a sweetheart pushover. Cause he's like the bridge that opens up Komi to everyone else. So he has to be like a little pushover. Cause everyone else just overshadows him. His whole idea, his whole personality is just overly normal. It's the whole thing in a world of Danganronpa tier characters. I do love My Hero Academia, though. Like I mentioned before, I think the way they do Heroes is very good, showing the good and bad side of it. Hey, Dad! I just don't like I just don't like the Twitter. They're so for most anime and stuff like that. It's just very annoying. Ugh. Okay, let me get back into this because it's gonna take forever. Specifically these stages. Oh, if you're in the middle of that, then oh, you should definitely finish that up. It gets so good at the end of that arc. Okay, I am fucking it up so bad. Yeah, bring it out, Carson. Wait, what? Like season 4 or like... Or season 5, I guess? Or are you like very early on in My Hero Academia?
3, 2, 1.
Like, okay, I still need to watch that. Once I realized who the voice actor for Psyche was, I was like, all right, this has to be good. I know who this is. He's good. Shrek Dad Shampoo. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Or in the manga? Okay. Okay, I can't do this one. I can't do this one. Okay, I'm gonna need to focus on this one. Cause Jesus, oh my god. Oh, that's far in then. Oh my god. Please save me. Okay, I'm at a score. I'm at a negative point. Oh my god. I just need to make it out of this song. Jesus Christ. I can't. I'm using all my brain power. I know. The lag is throwing me off. I can't. Can I even get blue balled at this point? No, I can't. All right. I'm gonna go practice on MILF. I'm gonna go practice on here. It's messing me up so bad. It's already hard enough, but okay. That 19 frames. I'm gonna practice on this for a little bit. Okay, I know I can do this one. Oh, Ghost Stories? Yeah, the dub for that is very good. So good. It's just an abridged series. That's all it is at that point. Flex tape? Oh my god. Good luck getting that Pop-Tart out. I'm in practice mode, I just realized.
3, 2, 1, go.
Weird Eternity? I haven't seen that. Hold on, I need to look that. I feel like I've seen that. I've heard of that actually. Alright, Google. Yeah, I've heard about this, but I've never seen it. Oh boy. There's so many anime that I need to catch up on. Genshin is like, I'm kind of surprised by that because Genshin feels optimized to be on mobile, even on console. What's the worst one, Carson? The worst Pop-Tart? Is it Yu-Gi-Oh card flavor? Took that long? Forget what I said about thinking it was optimized. Oh, I did. Genshin on PC. I want to play Genshin on my PC, but I don't think my PC can handle it. Well, at least handle it to look pretty, so I'm just playing it on console for now. Pokemon Pop-Tarts? Pfft. Oh my god, I messed that up. Oh god. Okay, gonna restart that. Oh jeez. Oh god. They're all unlocked. Got an Xbox. It isn't on Xbox. Oh yeah, it's only on PS4, PC, mobile, or PlayStation in general, I guess. And I guess apparently they're porting it to Switch still. I don't know if that's still going on. I remember seeing that, like, yeah, we're still gonna port it to Switch eventually. Okay, yeah, it's still in development. I was right. All right, cool. It's a big boy game now. the internet. Oof. Hopefully you want to pay for Switch Online to play Genshin, like co-op. I think that'd suck. Forget. I know someone who actually got a console specifically to play Genshin. Oh, you get one on your birthday? Oh! So that comes in then. Hey, Maddie! Don't mind me just getting my butt pushed in the middle of anime talk. Speaking of, what? Oh! Neon Genesis Evangelion? Ooh, Pop-Tarts? I want that. I'm looking that up. What? Oh, hey, thanks, Maddie. Thank you. Oh, I don't find it for Pop-Tarts. Oh, okay, I misread that. I thought, okay. Okay, I see it now. You don't need to buy Genshin though on PlayStation even. It's still free on on consoles and all that. Yeah, it's just Ray holding up the Pop-Tart box. Shampoo Pop-Tart? My mind was still on anime. So when I saw Shampoo Pop-Tarts, I thought you were talking about Shampoo from Ranma 1/2. It's like, wait. Okay. Okay, so I guess lag is not gonna let me play these three. Well, what should I do? I don't want to end stream right now. I still feel up for streaming and talking. Divorce papers. Oh my god. After every bite, you're mandated to say, "She took the kids." She took the kids' flavor. I lost full custody flavor. There's a lot of Spanish Oscar memes. Friday Night Funkin'. Well, I mean, there's Yen Cat. I guess that. That's all I can find. Yen Cat versus Friday Night Funkin'. There we go. fact I beat all of these. Oh, hey, son. Okay. I really want to make sure, yeah. Osana, okay, hey Osana, you missed the Komi talk. We're just talking about Komi. I love Osana. It's actually mod, but it's... yeah, I don't want to do mods. Oh, I missed it too. Oh, yeah. I don't want to do mods because mods are usually really hard and... I don't know. I might do it next time, but for now, I think I'll just stick with these. Is there another game that I can just kind of talk over? I think. Pop up Steam. Water flavored Pop-Tarts? What is in them? The mods I see are always just like really hard, those. I just kind of want to read these. Jeez, all that's people talking about the fandom. Oh my god. Like, what's it, that bomb-headed dude? I don't want to touch that, dude. I'll try it one more time. Talano Pop-Tarts? I mean, you get a nap afterwards. Oreo flavors. Okay, yeah, Indie Cross. Yeah, someone mentioned it last stream where I was talking about playing this today. I thought about it, but I was still like, I'll just play the Newgrounds version. Okay, yeah, it's really no. Yeah, the lag is destroying me. I want to play the Indie Cross eventually, but like, yeah, I'm just not gonna play it. I want to do these ones at least, because I guess I was still in practice mode for these. What was this? Oh, that frame rate is dropping for this one too. But it's not as crazy, so hopefully it's fine. Tide Pod Oreos? Jesus. that's just me being bad. That's fine. Rocket Road Trip. Okay, that's a line that shouldn't be crossed. Cheeseburger Oreo. You don't like your cheese with chocolate? Oh God, oh. No. No, that's disgusting. You're not wrong, but... What? Soap cubes? Okay, let me look that up. Jesus. Did he eat it though? Soap cubes? Cheeseburger Oreos are not real though. I refuse to believe that. I stand corrected, I guess. Alright. Yeah, no, they're real. Alright, McDonald's. Limited edition. Alright. Not what I was expecting, I can say that much. Let me,
Hey there. I know this video is coming out off schedule, but when I found these, I just had to give them a try. So,
what? I need to know.
today, we'll be trying the McDonald's Cheeseburger Oreo
What?
cookies. I had heard that this was just a myth, but apparently these exist because I was really surprised when I came across them. So,
What those eyebrows though?
let's see what we're in store for. I'll admit I'm not hopeful. So the cookie looks a lot like the picture does. There's what is supposed to mimic a meat patty. There's some cheese, and actually you can kind of see
It's
there's
the chocolate though, or
cookie-like frosting, I'm assuming.
guessing that's
So,
jelly though. Looks like jelly.
There goes nothing.
That's
The vanilla cookie's not as sweet as a normal Oreo vanilla cookie. It's more of a bread bun-like texture and quality.
all right.
Taste the cheese.
Good enough. I found them. Oh my God. I want something like this. I want someone to find these. No, there's not really cheeseburger or. All right, that's a lie. I mean, for a thumbnail, it's real. Jaffa cakes. Let me. This one's not silent in the background. Let me do this. Because I feel like we're gonna be here for a while. Just kind of talking about weird food. Or just searches in general. Popcorn Oreos? I don't like that idea. Butter? What? That's so gross. It's like weird chunky bits. Ugh. Popcorn's already sticky enough. Look at all that gunky sticky stuff. Kettle corn? If it's just slide it in there, that's fine, but jeez. What? Feels like a scam. I don't like the idea of popcorn with chocolate. I don't. The butter and the chocolate just don't sound like they mix well. Thank you, Persona, for agreeing with me. Yeah, I've gotten them once before, or my dad has. My dad really likes cookies and chocolate stuff. This is a cringy song. That's a scary song. Come on. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. This is worth getting DMC 8 for. Just looking at weird food. No, don't. Like, at some point in every stream, I'm positive that I'm gonna end up looking up a bunch of random stuff. Last time it was Honkai. Then the stream before that it was water. Now it's just weird food. Churros? Oh, they're so good, churros. Churro Oreos. There we go. I feel like that's a thing. That doesn't look very good, but all right. Listen to Devil's Gambit. What is that? Oh, okay. I'll try it. Let me listen. Jeez, that's loud. That's pretty bong. This bangs. It's a banger. I wanna listen to the instrumental, see what's underneath all that layers. Yeah, that bass line, that's what I really want to hear. That's so sick. Oh, I love the Kit Kat snares. I love when people use this sample. I love this. Yeah, people get weird when it comes to anime songs if they're not into like anime. Cause it's just like, oh, you're listening to a foreign song? What's up with that? You don't even understand it. It's like, regardless if you can understand it, it's still music. It's still following a rhythm structure. That's gonna be very, very appealing. Roblox Funky Friday. I heard that's really hard. I heard it's a lot harder than normal one. Yeah, good songs are good songs regardless of language, and bad songs are bad songs regardless of language too. Looking at you, Chagaron. I don't know if I want to show you guys Chagaron actually. That's a really bad song. Used to be a big meme back in like the early mid 2000s. I remember that. That's baller. Cuphead, I've never played Cuphead. I probably should though. Something came to mind, but I can't remember what. I think I was thinking of oh yeah, I've been thinking about this, like I want to see if there's anything for this guy. Nope, okay, that sucks. This dude is cracked when it comes to music. TDD. Return to die. Oh, that's okay. It took me a second. Okay, I'm just gonna go random roulette. Okay, that's actually. I like the chip tune. Okay, that's really good. There it goes. There it starts. Oh, does it just loop from there? What? Does it just loop from there? It was just getting really good. Sorry, I just skipped ahead a little bit. Is it doing that on purpose then? It sucks. I hate that. Pretty good chiptune. This sounds like it's just the opening menu music, so. This is what I really want to hear more of, this part here. Because it sounds like it's gonna be going big. Okay, I'm gonna... I can't keep getting blue balled like that. With a song that you'd recommend. That's like a real banger. These are pretty good exploration music. Ooh. Because listen, as long as it's not something like this, what is it? It's this. I hope this is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is a really weird battle theme. Where it's good, but it's bad at the same time. It's just... separated, they sound fine, but together they just don't sync up too well, and it's weird. Hey, Happy! Especially this part here. This is the part that just sounds weirdly weird. It's kind of like, not too good. It just sounds weird because you can tell it's good, but at the same time you can tell it's bad. But this is, this is really good. It's by Toby Fox, Undertale. It's just really good. I'm just bopping out here now. Oh yeah, oh, Purgus. I think I know that one. Oh, don't worry, Carson, you're good. This is Toho, isn't it? I feel like this is Toho. Oh no, it isn't. Okay. Prayer, okay. If I can find it here. Oh, they're probably Japanese. Okay. It sounds like Megalovania a little bit. Hope you like the video game music, Happy. Oh, that's sick. I really love that kick. I really love that kick. This is sick. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna go. I need to give Prayer a chance real quick. Already has my attention. I love the piano. Oh, this sounds so good. Are there supposed to be lyrics? Or... Japanese. Let me see. Like, okay. I'm just gonna. I fucking. That's true, but I can't play the last three. And Friday Night Funkin's all about funky beats, so. We're still focusing on Friday Night Funkin', the spirit of Friday Night Funkin' with all this funkiness here. Oh, I thought there were gonna be a video playing, so I was like, alright, scroll. Okay, hold on. Okay. Is this official? Oh, I thought this was like a fan thing. Are the visuals gonna spoil the game at all? game. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, that's not gonna be very helpful. I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk. It kinda does actually. Kinda. I can kinda play the piano. I'm not very good at it though. I don't have a keyboard or anything like that anymore to practice on, so... Whatever I did learn is probably gone away now. I remember a long time ago, when I first wanted to play it, the first song that I studied over was was In the End by Linkin Park, because it's a very simple piano melody to start with. And then after that, it's just like the same 6 chords, something like that. And then after that, I learned how to try to learn how to play the Final Fantasy VII fight theme song, which is a lot harder on piano. Rush E? That sounds familiar. What is that? Oh, that's what... Okay, I see now. Rush E. I remember that. Okay. Okay. I knew that name sounded familiar. Alright. If you can play the piano happy, that's... Jeez, that's impressive. Jesus. River flows in wall. Aww. When it comes to piano, all I really want to play is just like Final Fantasy music. Final Fantasy music is so good. First waltz? Ooh. Like the Hinokami Kagura waltz? Or dance, as they call it in the dub, which is technically right, but... What's an A minor? Ooh. The song is like... Oh god, that is 5 minutes. Okay, wow, ooh. I don't really listen to like EDM music too much. Going backwards to Friday Night Funkin'. That's what I meant. But I've been listening to a lot of this guy, Hideki Naganuma. What should I play actually? I guess this will be a good introduction actually. You know, like a funky beat. I don't know if you guys will like this, but I really love this. It's a bit chaotic and all over the place, but it's very, very funky. It's very hype. High energy. It helps that the creator is just like a massive memer. It's really funny because he memes in perfect English and everything with American culture. Oh, it's the composer is the guy who did music for Jet Set Radio. Oh, you know the man? Yeah. This dude's sick. He also did music for Sonic Rush, that old DS game. But he is so good. His music is so cracked. Oh, Crossing? Ooh. That's another one that I've seen. But I've never actually... That I've seen a long time ago, but I never actually watched. Wait, no, I think I'm getting confused with something else. Ooh. Yeah, definitely getting confused with something else. What is Subway Surfers? Oh, it's... Oh, okay, I see it. I've never heard about this before. Just gonna go over here. This one sounds a lot different, but this man, it's the same composer, but he went so hard just for it's a card game. And it's just the intro music, and it hasn't even left Japan, and it's a pretty small card game. Okay, actually, going on the flip side of this, I'm going to talk about an opening that I don't like. Okay. Strike the Blood opening 2. I love the band that did the music for this. Their name is Ultima. It's right up here in the corner. I love them so much. I didn't even know they did this opening. But they did it so... I don't know if I'm going to get copyright strikes for showing anime. I don't care if I'm talking about this because I hate it. But I don't like... The animation is pretty much non-existent. And the music is so high energy. Look, it's just so visually boring for this type of music that's very high energy and over the top. I just might be biased. I don't like it. The music is good. The music is good. I love the music. But if you compare it to something like the same band, something like this where they're very... Oh, this is... They're a Fate OP? I think I want to say To the Beginning. Fate Zero OP2, because I really love Calafina. No, okay, I'm gonna tab this. Because this is another really good opening. But there's hardly any animation. There's not too much real animation to it. Also, Bleach openings, again, actually... Bleach openings are very basic. This is actually a bad example, because that one's actually filled with it. Bad example. Later on, they get more... No, I'm looking for Veronica. There we go. Like, there isn't much animation. A lot of them are just, like, slideshows, too. But they do in a... Right? What is that? I don't remember. Is that the first... Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was the first opening or first ending. Okay, let me try this one out. They go down the half pipe. That's sick. That's good. Also, on the flip side... Oh, okay. I just want to give this a... In case you guys... The ending is just so good. Oh, Dragon Ball Super, I'll wait for you. I don't really like the ending of OP2 specific. I'm just gonna pop into this scene here. Or where is it? This. I don't really like how they animated Yuji's face here. Because everything's very slow and supposed to be very slim. But, I'm just gonna mute that for that. But it's specifically the mouth. I get why, but still, it just doesn't look right. Especially right here. It might just be me, but that's how I think about it. The mouth just doesn't fit right. Gojo, yeah. Fix that so I don't forget that later. Oh my god, what's next? Yashiki? I really recommend listening to Man with the Mission, if you haven't. But I will say, okay, actually, ooh. This, I think, it's such a small thing, but this is the coolest thing in the opening to me. Right here. Just the momentum and everything. Not talking about Nobara. Just right here. With the Naginata. Just, oh, it's so sick the way she slicks it back and the slow momentum staying, but, oh, you gotta go, Carson. Oh, no, you're fine. The songs were bangers, so thank you for bringing them up. I'm definitely gonna be playing Your Turn to Die. I'm gonna be playing that at some point. That sounds really fun. Then you have a good night and good day, morning, whatever part of the day it is for you. Or night. You know what I mean. Thank you for tuning in. Ooh, but actually thinking about I don't know. Yeah, I think my favorite one of my favorite openings would definitely have to be To the Beginning, Fate Zero OP2. I think. Oh, okay. Actually, this might. Oh, I don't know if I want to say this. This definitely might be up there. I don't know if you guys have seen Ranking of the Kings or Osama no Ranking. This is a beautiful opening because the art style for the characters is very simple, so they can just go ham on the actual animation, the actual coloring, the scenery. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful opening. It's such a good anime. I was honestly not gonna watch it because I thought it was like some old. But just seeing these beautiful visuals and looking down to my phone to see Beggar Life. It's a very stark contrast. Sounds fun though. I might try Beggar Life. The Play Store. Oh yeah, but the opening reminded me of this. What's the anime called? Drifters. There we go. Drifters. Yeah, that's what I think the feeling might be. I haven't even seen this anime, I just know the opening. It's by the same person who made oh, I can't even remember right now. Oh my god, I can't remember right now. What the hell? Helsing! There we go. I kept thinking of Italia for some reason. They both start with HE. That's where my brain was going with it. Okay, I kind of want to pop back into Friday Night Funkin' for a second. Just try it one more time. Black Clover opening too.